How's it going, guys? It's S01 here with another My League rebuilding series, and today we're going to be doing the Timberwolves. Now, Timberwolves are really in an interesting situation. They have a lot of nice pieces and potentially could pick up a few more in the future. And what I want to do is flip it all around so that they're not really going to receive any more in the future, but rather get a ring in this year. I know that's pretty crazy, trying to get a ring in this year. I mean, they got some nice pieces. They got Cat up there, and Cat is obviously the big piece here, the one to build around. But, I mean, we got some nice picks that we can trade away. And, I mean, we got some interesting plays as well. We got Wiggins, who's on a 2-year. Cat's obviously 3-year. Rubio's a weird contract. I'm not sure I really like to have Rubio on my team. I mean, we've got Shabazz on 1 year. We've got this weird-ass Pekovic deal. Gorgie's about to go on a giant contract. Like, there's some odd contracts here. Contract extension-wise, the 3 guys. Nothing too crazy. Can we pick anyone up? Okay, we can't get anyone from free agency. Let's quickly, before we do that, let's check out our staff. Okay, this CFO needs to go away. And let's bring in this guy. System GM. Let's also get rid of this guy because he's not so great and get this guy in. Head coach right now is not very good. So, sorry, but we're going to have to bring in a new one. Like, there's so many other options here, and we're going to get in Kevin. Assistant coach we also need to get rid of, and we're going to bring in Nelson. Head scouts, yeah, let's get a different scout in here too. Let's grab Carter. And trainer, there's nothing really that much better there. So, let's check out. First off, let's get rid of someone like, well, I mean, done one, but Rush, let's get a lower contract so we can just wave him straight to free agency. Anyone want to give me a pick? Yeah, that'll be the one. 15 is the one for me. That one done, and now we're going to wave him off. That's the guy, just before I trade him away, that's the guy that throws the free throws two-handed underarm. So let's release him to free agency, and let's pick up Jared Sullinger if we have enough money. Okay, we have 22 mil. Man, got money to spend here. So let's give him 8.5, probably will decline because that was a big drop. 8.6, nope. 8.7 should accept. Yep, perfect. I did not want to manually do that. Terrence Jones, maybe. Let's check out the next worst player on our team. So we've got Dunn, Payne, Jordan Hill. Let's trade you away for something nice and cheap. That will probably be the one. Yeah, that will be the one. Ronnie Price, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave my team. Didn't really want you here. So let's release you to free agency as well. And let's pick up Terrence Jones. Ooh, he wants a lot of money. Can we drop you down to like 6.3? Yeah, perfect. Alright. Keep going. Is there anyone else sort of on the lower end? Omri, Haspi. Not really making much money anyway. Can I get a pick for you? Oh, I can. 4 is probably the one. Unless something amazing comes up, but I think 4 is probably the one. Oh, Dwayne Dedman. Yeah, but you're on a 1 year. Not really that interested in that, so let's grab that one there. And let's now wave him away to free agency as well. Basically doing a bit of upgrading here. So sorry, Dante, but I'm going to grab in here. And on a minimum, that's pretty nice. So I don't think we'll grab anyone else, or at least not for now. So let's just quickly look at player contracts for next year. So next year, Shabazz is gone. And then we've got Ricky Rubio is making the most amount of money on my team, which is just ridiculous. So we're going to make some move here, guys. Let's actually just throw Rubio and our 2020 pick up on the block. Just see what our 2020 pick is worth first off. Just a normal 2 stars. Alright, what about... we can't trade that pick away. So what about just our 2017 then? It must have a bit of value, I think. Imagine so. Let's just quickly check it out. It's also a 2-star. Okay, I thought it'd have more value than that. Andre Drummond. Wow. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Let's just throw 2 firsts up real quick. See if we can get anything nicer. But I'm thinking that's the move there. White, no thank you. And they haven't even offered me. Well, Otto Porter's not bad, but yeah, he's on a 1-year contract. And do we have, just quickly, Ricky Rubio and anyone that's young like Chris Dunn? I don't know if Chris Dunn has any value now though, because he's at 70 overall. I know that he was pick 5, but I don't think he has much value. I mean, we can get Dwight there. It's not a bad move because we can usually build up from Dwight as well. Let's just see if there's anything else that pops up though. No. So, I won't do Dwight, but let's put up Shabazz as well because he's the 1-year contract who is undecided at the moment. Again, we can pick up Dwight. Can I get Andre Drummond straight up? Andre Drummond, yep, probably is the one. Yeah, let's do it. We get Andre Drummond into the team. Give up a couple of pieces, but nothing too crazy there. So then contract-wise, play contracts for this year. Pekovic is the other one who has the giant contract. So what if we threw him up with a couple of first here? And let's just see if we can get someone else that's nice because of his contract level. Because that's always the hard part, is matching up contracts. So we could pick up Dwight, which we probably will take unless something else nice comes up. Trezor Ariza, man, it's not that great. Yeah, let's do Dwight. Now, what if I do that? You want first and Terrence Jones. They're giving me Mike Muscala as well. Can I do without that? Can I just give you some seconds, I mean? Nope. You want a first for a second? No, I don't want to do that. I'll give you 2 seconds. No. 2 firsts and Jose. Come on, leave me alone. Give me something more reasonable. If I give you 2 seconds, can you give me something better? Not this guy, who I don't even know. Jose Calderon. And a first. That's a 2017. We're not going to do well. Theoretically, we're going to win the championship this season, so we'll do that. And now I want to trade away Dwight with this first and see if we can get something even nicer onto the team. Might not be able to because Dwight Howard's not that great. Yeah, not looking good so far. That's one of these teams. No one comes in the clutch. I'm gonna have to try figure out some trades, and I don't think there's anyone too obvious now to trade away. What about Dwight with someone young, like maybe Tyus Jones? Yeah, what's Tyus Jones's rating like? He's a 2-star. We'll pick up Milton, but it's a drop. On the other side, we could get Al Horford. Get Hassan Whiteside? What? Okay, trade 6 is probably the one. Yeah. Yep. Okay, we make that trade straight away because that is really weird. Yeah, that was super weird. Let's throw in 2 guys that have some pretty decent contracts, which are the 2 that we picked up in free agency, so Jared Sullinger and Terrence Jones. Is there anyone that sort of straight up pops out here as a good trade? Ennis with Andre Robison's pretty good actually, because you can move him to a small forward and he goes up usually. Let's just throw in a first as well, see if we can get anything else to the table. Someone even better maybe. Anything else? No, nothing else actually. So let's just go back and hopefully they offer me the same trade. Okay, they do, and just double check they haven't offered me anything better in the meantime. No, nothing really looks better. So we'll do that because Andre Roberson will be a 76, I think it is. Either 76 or 75. Okay, 76. Perfect. And Ennis has his giant contract at the moment, so we could trade him with a first as well. So we can get some nice trades here. Let's just try put him up there and see. Marcus Smart and Amir's not bad. Randolph and Allen's pretty good, because Allen can go up to a small forward and he'll push to an 80 overall. We could be stacking that position a bit too much right now though, but I think that's a good move. So can we get rid of that first and just do it straight up? They want Andre Roberson. I don't really want to give him up. I'll give you some seconds instead. What about 2 seconds? Nope. You want Luke Babbitt for Andrew Harrison? That's fine by me. You take that extra second as well. All good from my side. So let's move Tony Allen to a small forward. Whilst we're here, we may as well move these guys to other positions as well, if they will go anywhere else, that is. Can he play? No, Wiggins can't play shooting guard, unfortunately. Look, how do I get you on my team? You are pretty bad. Hat can go to there, so can him, and Gorgie can as well. Gorgie goes up a fair bit, actually. Mike can as well. So we're going to need to make some more moves because obviously we have a lot of centers / power forwards. There's nothing too obvious other than probably... yeah, there's nothing too obvious to me right now. So I'm going to try and make some more moves, and I guess I'll come back to you guys once I've figured something out, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so there's a couple options here, but I think I've found the one that I want to run with. So we're not going to pick up Jahlil Okafor. We could have picked up Al Horford, not really that worth it, but this is the one we're going to go with. We're going to pick up Mike Conley. Now I want to get rid of that first, ideally. I want Zach. No, I'm not going to give you Zach. What about just a second? No, it's not going to happen. Alright, so we're going to have to give up that first. I guess that's just the cost of that trade. So we got a very, very nice point guard there into the team. Obviously he's getting up there in age, but we could try trade him away with something younger, but we're probably not going to find much. We could pick up Kevin Love. I don't think I really want to do that. We could get Paul Millsap and move him to small forward. Could get Kemba, who's on a 3-year contract still, but we would have to give up Levine, and not interested in giving up Levine. He's got that extra year on him. If I could get Kemba without giving up Levine, I would definitely do that. Not sure I'll be able to, so let's just see if we can give up like Andrew Harrison instead. No, I'm not giving you Zach. Not getting Zach. What about like Andre Roberson? Not getting Zach. Come on, when will you learn? Alright, so let's do this properly. So give them Aaron Hanson. I'm giving you that, but you can give me Roberts, and I'll give you Muscala. Oh, okay. So they do that. Alright, so we just got Kemba onto the team, and the only reason I grabbed Kemba is because of his contract. It allows room on our team. Whereas Conley, along with Whiteside, like we got some big contracts on the team. So we're going to keep making more moves, guys. Very nice piece to pick up, but we're going to have to keep trying to make more moves to see what we can do next. Alright, I know that we just gave up Mike Conley and Mike Muscala, but I'm thinking we pick Mike Conley back up. So what I'm going to do is not trade away Zach LaVine, but rather trade Sam Whiteside and Gorgie Deng for Mike Conley and Bryant Weber. Like, let's see if I can grab Muscala actually. They're not interested. Cody Zeller, you're on 5 years more for Randolph. That's not actually that bad of a trade. Randolph is going to be a free agent, and he's going to probably digress. we're doing that. So we have, obviously with that, we have a good point guard and shooting guard combination now, because they can both play shooting guard if they need to, and in fact they can both play small forward if they need to, because Kemba is 85 and he's 85 there. So on the other end as well then, the only thing is our starting power forward at the moment is going to be Cody Zeller at a 77 overall, or he can be a starting center at a 76, which isn't obviously ideal. So we've got a bit more to work on, because we've got some positions that have some killer players there, and then other positions we've got some pretty good players, but just players that aren't really good enough to like continuously play. So we're gonna keep making some more moves to try to figure out some more stuff, and I'll come back to you guys once we're there. Alright guys, so we've been making some moves. I did make a fair few moves off camera, a couple of big-ish ones, like a couple of 80 overalls, but nothing too crazy. But I think we're going to run with this team until we get to the All-Star break. So let's check out the game plan. We're running a 10-man, 35 utilization, that's all good. So let's check it out. We got Mike Conley, Kemba Walker, Andrew Wiggins, Enes Kanter, and Kat as our starting lineup. And then off the bench, we got Yusuf Nurkic, Zach LaVine, Lukumba Mute, Andre Roberson, and I don't like this, but anyway, Zaza, and then we're going to bring in Jerian Grant. I mean, it's a big drop, but I need the backup point guard rather than two small forwards. The one thing I didn't look at, actually, sorry, real quick, is Jarrett Jack would then sit the same. So that's going to be our lineup till we get to the All-Star break. It's definitely not the best when it gets down to that bottom end of the roster. And even that starting power forward is pretty questionable. But we're going to see how it runs. We're at 0% team chemistry, so that's not going to help us. But we're going to see how we go. Hopefully we build up that team chemistry and we have a pretty nice record once we get to the break. But I'll see you there, see how the team's gone. Alright guys, so we're at the break and it has been a lot more challenging than I expected. We had 28 and 29 here at the break, 11th in the conference. So let's just check out where we stand. And we are 13 and a half games behind first. So the bottom end here, we have 28 games, this one's 33, it's only 5 games the difference. Houston are leading the West with Harden, Reza, Anderson, Capella, Lou. I mean, they got a nice team. And on the other side, the Bucks are leading the East. They have a pretty nice squad too, to be honest. But anyway, we need to make some moves because obviously it's not working for us. But before we do, let's just check out our stats, see who's actually performing for us. So on the season, we got a couple of injuries. On the season, Kat with 19 and 13 rebounds. That nice double-double. Kemba Walker with 18 and 7 assists. Mike Conley out for 1 to 2, so he'll be back. He has 16 and 7 assists. Andrew Wiggins with 15 and 3 rebounds. Enes Kanter with 12 and 9 rebounds. Zach LaVine with 10 and 3 assists. Nurkic is out for 6 to 8. That's nasty. 8.7 rebounds. And then really falls away from there. Zaza also out for 1 to 2. 3 and 6 rebounds. So we need to make some moves here. So contract extension wise, we have a few guys here, but nothing crazy. Free agency wise, there's a couple of pieces in there, but again, nothing too crazy. So we need to trade away some stuff here because there's some big players here, but we don't really seem to have a team that's working that well. And Wiggins is one that sort of kept popping up as a potential trade with other teams, and this is one that I saw to get Kevin Love. And from a long-term perspective, this is a horrible choice. And maybe even in a short term it might be, but there are some pretty interesting options here, and I'm not against trading Wiggins. It's just that it would have to be for a really nice piece, because he is the future of this. Him and Kat are the future of this franchise. I can trade away Kanter as well. with it. Like, this sort of trade is pretty nice. Like, Jabari is a very nice player. He's 2 years on his contract as well. Greg Monroe, it's pretty much trading for the same players, really, other than we're just getting a bit worse. So, not really that interesting. Paul Millsap could go to an 87 at the small forward position. And that's not bad, but he's on a 1-year contract. He always declines that player option. And then we've got Dennis Schroeder coming in, which is, he's on a pretty nice contract after this year. That's a maybe. And then there's not really too much here. Yes, there's not really much else. And the other option is trading away someone young, like maybe Zubac, but he's not really that valuable to teams. Maybe someone like Zach LaVine, but then we've got 2 contracts that are really low. And so then to find some team that has other contracts that would match at the same sort of skill level is really difficult. So there's not really too much, like we're a bit stuck on what we can trade for here. And there's not really anything. So we need to give him a big contract with that other guy. So it really is Wiggins or LaVine even. I didn't even consider this, but maybe LaVine with Cantor. Seeing if we can get someone nice. Like, Bradley and Crowder's not horrible. Paul Millsap's pretty nice. I mean, the only thing is then we're giving up a pretty decent backup shooting guard. And he's obviously a good piece for the future as well. And this trade here is pretty nice. Bringing in Bradley there. And then it was just Crowder at small forward. I don't need Crowder at a small forward position. This one's nice other than that Delaney is the second piece on this trade. So if we could get rid of Delaney and get someone else in, Schroeder would be amazing. That's not going to happen. Delaney is 72 overall. And so then the thing is, will they want to trade anyone else instead of him? Contract-wise, Schroeder's the best, but he's not going to get traded. Hardaway at an 80 overall. Wow. So we'd give up Zach LaVine, Enes Kanter, and Jerian Grant. And we'd be giving up Paul Millsap, Tim Hardaway, and Chris Humphries. So we would take a bit of a drop at that reserve point guard position, but we'd be getting an upgrade. We'd stay the same at shooting guard. We'd get an upgrade at power forward or an upgrade at small forward, whatever we want to do there, because we can move Millsap to small forward and go to the 87. Wiggins can't really play the other position though, so we could now try trade away Paul Millsap as well and see if we can get another player instead, but I'm not sure if anyone would really want an expiring contract, though the Grizzlies look like they do. Probably take that, to be honest, unless there's something else that's even better in my eyes. There isn't though. So we get a more permanent contract onto the team with Andre Drummond, and a lot of a younger player there. I know we could have put him to a small forward and that would have been pretty cool, but Drummond as the starting power forward over him is probably pretty nice, and so is Hassan, to be honest. Hassan is just a step up on him, but I think the 3 versus a 4-year contract, I know I've got the player option at the end, but I think I would rather keep Andre over Hassan, just because then we'd be keeping Zubac as well. Because if we try to get them straight up, would they do that? No, they're not going to do it straight up, so it would require a second piece, and I'm not really that fussed to give up someone else. So point guard wise, we'll be fine once Mike Conley's back, but we're missing a backup. Shooting guard, we're now really well set at, and the reserve position we're really good. Small forward, we're pretty well set at. We do need to trade away Andre Roberson, and probably we need to trade both of these guys really, because they're both on their last year. Power forward, we are set. Center, we're not great on at that backup position. Then we've got small forward. We need to make probably a couple of smaller moves here. There's not any too big significant moves to make. So I'll come back to you guys once I've figured out what we want to do here. I'll come back to you then. Alright guys, so next up, we're going to trade away Tim Hardaway. He is on his last year of contract, and Humphries, your 1 year contract. Now, there's two trades here. One is for JJ Barea, who's a pretty nice player. He is 32, and Yogi Ferrell, but Yogi Ferrell is on his last year, but this would give us a better backup point guard, and would give us an okay backup shooting guard, obviously worse than Tim Hardaway Jr. The other option, which I'm probably going to go with here, is to go with Gary Harris. Now, I'm giving up a second, but a second is not much. But we're giving up Tim Hardaway on a 1 year contract to get Gary Harris, who's on a 2. So it's just prolonging the inevitable, but we're going to do it. We're going to take that trade, get a better shooting guard who's going to last longer, and I'm going to keep moving and see what else I can do. Alright, next up, we're trading away Andre Roberson. He's 25, but he's on his last year of contract, and with Humphries away, we're going to pick up not Alan Williams, but Ish Smith. And he's going to be a backup point guard for us, and that's a very nice backup point guard. We're also going to pick up Darren Hilliard. I'm going to see what happens if I move into a small forward, because if he goes up a fair bit, that'd be nice, but I'm not sure. I'm not really expecting that. But we get a nice backup point guard there, and he can play the shooting guard. He doesn't move up overall wise, and we do still have Andre Miller, but we don't really need that backup shooting guard, so he might fit the role pretty well. So let's just see. Okay, he stays at a 70, so he doesn't go up at all, unfortunately. So we're going to need to trade him away, but I wanted to trade Ish Smith now to see if we could get a better point guard, like even further, just because better contract wise. Now, we could pick up Trevor Booker and Willie Hernan-Gomez, but that would just ruin our point guard position. Could pick up JJ, but he is a lot older, and not really worthwhile then going after because he's of that age. Could pick up Pat Bev though, and he is the same age as Ish Smith. Less years on the contract, but he is 78 rather than 77 overall. And if there's nothing else, I will take that. So Pat Bev, welcome to the team, as we get away Ish Smith and bring in Pat Bev. So next up, I do want to try now just trade Pat Bev as well, because if we can get something even better than Patrick Beverley, we'll absolutely bring it in. It's just probably not likely that we're going to find someone better as a backup point guard than him coming onto the team that has some years left rather than just a single year, and we don't find anything. So the other side then is to trade away still Luka Mbah-a-Moute, and now this guy as well, Hilliard. And I'm not sure we're really going to see anything great, no. And the other side as well, Luka Mbah-a-Moute, I'm not really seeing anything amazing. This Willie Hernan-Gomez trade is pretty nice, because it gives us a nice reserve, I guess, power forward, or maybe backup, I'm not sure. Larry Nance Jr., I feel like he can play the small forward position. We might end up actually taking that and taking a bit of a risk, hoping that he can play that. So let's run with that. So we get rid of him and we're bringing in Larry Nance. Come on, Larry Nance, play the small forward position. Oh, Larry Nance, thank you. You play the small forward position. That is very good to see. And we need to continue checking just to see if there's anyone out of contract. So let's just check out the contract extensions. Muscala is out of contract this year, and so is Zaza. I can't trade Zaza though, so nothing I can help on that side. But we can trade away Muscala, and he is just a reserve power forward for us. Bobby Portis, that trade will probably be the one, to be honest, unless there's something else that's pushy dang. But we have to give up Zubac, and I'm assuming I can't do it without that. Wait, well, let me just quickly click through these. But if I can get Gorgie Deng back straight up, that'd be nice. Willie Hernan-Gomez, I would also grab you if I could do it straight up, but I'm assuming that they're including that second player because they refuse to do it straight up. So first off, let's try for Gorgie Deng. I want Pat Bev for Marco Bellinelli. No way, I'm not doing that. Now let's just try Willie Hernan-Gomez. Yeah, they just want Scala and Herman Gomez for Hilliard and Ron Baker. Yeah, I'll do that because then I can just drop Ron Baker and get a small forward onto my team. I do have a lot of players that have kept on dropping. Anyway, so this is just a reserve power forward at this stage. Yeah, because he's that. So let's make it Zaza, I guess. Yeah, that'll do. So let's also then, whilst we're here, let's not do that. Let's drop Ron Baker. Sorry, Ron, you're off the team. And free agency wise, small forwards, we've got Rasul, Ron. I'll grab Finley Smith actually because he's a lot younger. He accepts. Let's just try run Finley Smith through free agency and see. Not free agency, through here and see if we can pick anyone else up instead. No, not looking like anything better. So we're gonna run with this for now, guys. I don't think we're gonna make any more trades. I'm hoping I don't regret that, but we're not gonna make any more trades. So we're gonna Pat Bev will be the backup, but we have 2 injuries right now. But Pat Bev, Kemba Walker, Andrew Wiggins, Andre Drummond, and Kat. And then off the bench, we're gonna have Gary Harris, Lance, Larry Nance Jr., Willie Hernan Gomez, Zubac, Jared Jack. And then we've also got 3 guys in injuries right now. But Nurik will be the backup power forward, and Conley will be the starting point guard. So we have a pretty decent squad, and the only thing is we've got 14% team chemistry now, and we don't have long to the end of the season. So let's just double check where we're at conference-wise again, just before we keep going here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're 2 games behind being in the finals here, and Conley's out at the moment. This is going to be tight. I'm going to simulate through date. Hopefully we make it to the finals. Hopefully our team chemistry picks up. I'll see you once we're at the end of the season. Alright guys, so we're here at the end of the season, and Thunder point guard Russell Westbrook goes MVP with 32, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal. Some pretty crazy stats right there. Next up, Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year with 19 and 9 rebounds. Then we got Zach Randolph as 6th man over in Grizzlies. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He was backing up, I think, Cantor in the end. Or was it Hassan? I don't know. He was backing up someone good. DeAndre Jordan, Defensive Player of the Year with 10 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks. Pretty nice. Carla Quinn, Most Improved. 10 points, 10 rebounds. That's a weird one. He's a 77 overall, Most Improved. Okay, whatever. And Coach of the Year goes to Steve Kerr of the Warriors as they go 58 and 24. So let's check out if we had anyone in any of the teams. And Kat was in the All-NBA first team. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty crazy for a 21-year-old, second year in the league. Let's see any other Timberwolves anywhere here. No Timberwolves. Willie Hernan Gomez makes the all-rookie second team. He was undrafted, and he went in the second team. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty good move to get into the all-rookie second team. So, we made it, guys. We ended up 5th. Our team just took off after that break. We had a few losses, sure, but I'm pretty sure it was only like 4 or maybe 5 losses. So let's just check out the conference standings. Let's actually see how close we were from not being in the top 8. Okay, we were 5 games away, so 5 games worse and we wouldn't have made it. We were 12 games behind the Warriors, who had their big 4, along with JaVale McGee, and then not much of a bench. And then on the other side, the Bucks led the East in the end. They still kept it up and led the East to number 1 seed. So that's pretty crazy. So let's just check out the player stats in the year, see who performed for us. So we had Kemba Walker lead the team with 19.7 assists. We had Kat 18 and 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Conley with 16 and 8 assists. Wiggins with 15 and 3 rebounds. Andre Drummond with a double-double of 14 and 12 rebounds. Now, Gary Harris is injured. Pat Bev is injured. Let's see how long. Gary Harris is only 1 to 2 weeks, so hopefully we can make it out of this first round. He had 12 points and 3 assists. Nurkic with 8 and 7. Pat Bev is only day-to-day. Okay. And no other injuries. Alright, this isn't too bad. Let's check out our coaching plan. So we have Conley, we have Kemba, we have Wiggins, we have Drummond, and we have Cat. And then off the bench we've got Yusuf, we've got Larry Nance, Hernan Gomez, Zaza needs to get off, and Pat Bev. So we're missing a shooting guard. So who's our backup? Okay, so it's Jarrett Jack. Okay, Gary Harris injured at the moment, so once Gary's back, and he was 1 to 2 weeks, so if we make it out of this first round, he'll be back ready to play. And before we go, Mavs, who do the Mavs have? They have Harrison Barnes, but he's out day to day, but he will still be injured, playing. They have Noel, they have Dirk, they got Seth, they got JJ, they got Wesley Matthews, they got not a whole lot. They have a couple okay players, a couple of future pieces, but nothing too crazy for this immediate term. So let's keep on simulating this game by game, only because, you know, our team's not really that great. But hopefully we can win it here as they go up 3-2. Crap. Let's check out the rotations. Gary Harris is back in the lineup, so okay, it's all worked out fine, so that's good. Why are they up 3-2 though? That's annoying. Anyway, let's simulate with Simcast. Let's go through this. Come on. Oh wow, that's not a good first quarter. It's coming back in that second. Can we keep it up in the third? No, they they take the third. Okay, we need to come back in this fourth. Okay, we're blowing them. Look at that, 16-2 right now. It was a 13-0 lead then for a second. Do not let them come back though. Well, this is a close game. Minute 48 left. 94-90. Can we hold it? We need to hold this. We need to go to... Okay, 4 points still. We need to go to game 7. 13 seconds left to get 4 points. Come on, do not... Okay. Make it through. We're up to a game 7. It's pretty crazy. So are the Spurs and Nuggets. Hopefully the Nuggets win, I guess. That would be better for us. Let's simulate with Simcast again. And I did just see we are going to be taking on the Warriors if we get through this round. So we might be screwed anyway. So let's take it though. And we have a huge lead. They are not coming back from this. Okay, we absolutely killed them there in game 7. And yeah, we're taking on the Warriors. Okay, let's check out our roster. Do we have any injuries? No, everyone is healthy now. Best I can hope for is that they have an injury. Wow. Not who we're playing, Wizards, but that is unlucky for the Wizards. And Iggy is out 4 to 6 weeks, so he's not playing for the finals. But they still have Steph, they still have Kevin, they've still got Clay, and they've still got Draymond. And then they got JaVale as well. So the starters are all healthy. And so are ours. All our starters are healthy. And I know they got 295 overalls and they're 287s, but we've got an 88, an 89, 86, 87, 91, and then 81, 80, 70. Like, I mean, this squad is really good. Like, I know that we're probably going to lose, but we're going to lose with a really proud team. And the fact is that this team will still be all together except for one player next season. Like, that is just crazy. Like, we're only going to be missing out on Zaza next season. Like, that's not a failure in my eyes. Anyway, simulate the current round to get to here. So we're going to simulate this game by game because we're going to have any chance we need to do it game by game. So they take the first. They take the second. Oh, wow. Well, as a GG, we've been eliminated. Let's simulate through as Golden State makes it through, and they end up taking it all. So we're going to quickly simulate through the second season here. We don't usually do this, but I want to take this through and I want to win this because our team is good. We are a good team right now. So let's get straight through here. Let's go straight through the team player options. Make sure that we get everyone back. Skip through that. Qualifying offers, we have none. My free agents, we have Zaza. I'll give you a minimum team option. Feel free to come back if you want to. I want to offer some players here, but we have -7 mil. Chris Paul would come to the team, and I will give you a lot of money to come to this team. In fact, I'll give you all my money to come to this team. 5.82. And Lowry, no, we can't offer. Millsap, you don't want to take anything. Steph is injured. Wow, and they still won. That's crazy. Randolph would take a bit of a pay cut. That is nice. Lukumba Mute, I would give you that. Really, obviously I want Chris Paul on this team. Whether he wants to take it or not is a whole nother question. But I would love to get him back onto this team. Wow, contract there. Darren Williams, take a low contract. Other won't. So, can we get Chris Paul? That is my big player here. Chris Paul, welcome to the team. Oh my god. Chris Paul, welcome to the team. I can't believe we got him. I would love to get Darren Williams if he would take a min. That's fine. He doesn't have to come. Wow. Zaza will come back too. Alright, let's skip through here. Let's go straight to player progression. I can't believe we just got Chris Paul. This team is going to be absolutely stacked for next season. Like, we're not going to keep on going after this next season, but this team is going to be absolutely crazy good. Like, if we don't win the championship here, this is just going to be crazy. So player progression, we have some very nice progression. Mike Conley down, not great to see. Was such a not too old player. We're just going to auto-gen the draft here because it's not going to matter. So let's auto-gen rookies and let's not go to next season just yet. Quickly look at free agency. Gordon Hayward did not get signed. What? How? How did he not get signed? That's absolutely crazy. We're not getting anything there, so let's just quickly check. We got point guard, we are way overstacked at. Shooting guard, we're good. Small forward, we're not so great. How much is Conley getting paid? A lot of money? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see what we can get for Conley, because if we can get some sort of really good piece here, I would really love to take that instead. And we're not getting anything. We're getting LA. Get LA because point guard, that's a pretty nice one too. Shooting guard, that's a pretty nice one too. Small forward, that's a okay one too. Power forward, that's pretty good. To be honest, actually, we're pretty good at power forward. Who was the power forward again? Andre Drummond. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. What about Andre Drummond instead, real quick, in the first? What can we get for that instead? It's all about getting something crazy. 3's pretty nice. We're getting a alright backup or reserve center as well. Yeah, let's do that. Can I do it without the first? Pat Bev and Zubac. Can you give me Jerry Lamb? No. Let's just do that. Thank you. I'll take Hassan Whiteside and I'll actually trade away Hassan Whiteside to see if I can get something better. If I can, that is. Let's, Hassan, do you want to give me... Does anyone want to give me anything crazy? No, no crazy sort of stuff there. And do I have any giant contracts all of a sudden start because of the season changeover? No, it doesn't look like it. So we don't have any crazy contracts that kicked in the season changeover. And we're not really getting anything better. I mean, the LA one's an interesting idea, but I don't really want to do it. shooting guard. I mean, I can just switch Conley to shooting guard if I really wanted to do that. So we're going to and player contract wise, actually, just real quick. I mean, if I could drop Conley's contract, this is a weird thing, but if I could drop Conley's contract out and get some like sort of amazing point guard who's a rookie, like even Dennis Schroeder sort of, but he's not probably. Oh my god, we could get Rudy Gobert. Ugh. Why are they throwing these trades at me? These are amazing. Some of these are really good. Can I get Rudy Gobert, but instead of Conley, can I give you Sam Whiteside? I know what's the problem. 2.4. Right, straight up. No. And I'll give you a second. No, bugger. Yeah, some of these trades are really good. What about if, yeah, okay, I can give them an extra player. What if I give you Zaza? Nope, you don't want Zaza. What about Jared Jack? Ah, you don't want Jared Jack? Why not? And a second? You don't want a second as well. How rude. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Let's go back to Hassan Whiteside. See if we can get something crazy like the, I really want him now on my team, but it's not going to happen. I know it. As much as I want it to happen, it's not going to happen. Get Andre Drummond. No, thank you. Nah, nothing, I mean, what I was thinking is I could try get Gordon Hayward. He wants 25 mil, and that's a lot to drop out. So, like, I would have to drop out probably Hassan and Conley's contracts. Like, so that would be finding a power forward who's just as good, but at a lower contract, and that's going to be like almost impossible to do with these two players. So like, I don't think I can pick up as much as I'd love to. I don't think it's going to even be close to possible to picking up. I think that video just cut out. So we're going to try see. I don't think I'm going to be able to pick up Gobert anyway. So we're just going to leave it. We are going to continue to the next season because I don't think I really want to. I can't go to the next season anyway. We've got too many players. So point guard position we're set. Shooting guard position we're set. Small forward we're pretty good. Not great at the back reserve side. Yeah. Power forward we're okay. Center we're not that super great, but let's actually switch one of these guys to power forward. Probably I guess. And let's trade some of these guys away. So Nene and Zaza can go away for some picks probably, unless I can get someone good. No good players. So some picks sound nice. This one here. And that does give us a chance to trade some more if we wanted to. What about like Hassan for first and a second? Would they give me anything like really cool? No really cool trades. And quickly before we go into the next season, Conley and some firsts for something really cool. And no, nothing really cool. I mean, the LA one's kind of cool, but not really that great. So that's alright, we're not going to do anything there. We're just going to leave it. I feel like I'm going around in circles, but real quickly, I do still have the really super low small forward. Who's the best small forward other than Gordon Hayward? Lawson. He sets every time. Johnson. So pick up Grant. Give him like nothing. He doesn't want to come to the team. Seveloja I could, but then it's the same overall rating. Maybe. Okay, it's not finding anyone. What about this guy on a 4-year? Can he switch to small forward, like it says? And he goes up to a 76. Perfect. All right. And then we'll trade away 72. Not Jonathan Simmons. Come on, go away. Finley Smith. No one wants Finley Smith. Come on. Why not? Take Finley Smith off my hands. Alright, whatever. We'll waive him then. It's free agency. Alright, perfect. We're done. Okay, we're going to the next season. Quickly, let's check out the squad. See how we are. So, we've got Chris Paul, Kemba Walker, Andrew Wiggins, Sam Whiteside, and Kat. And then off the bench, we've got Conley at an 86, Gary Harris, Yusuf, Larry Nance, not Pat Bev, and Willie Hernan Gomez. And then we've got some really nice reserves as well. So that's it. We're going to go to the All-Star break. We're going to see how we're progressing. Probably make some trades. And I'll come back to you guys. Alright guys, so we're here at the break. And we are 44-12. First in the conference. So let's quickly check out some stats. We have 7 games ahead of the Pelicans. We have Anthony Davis and DeMarcus still. And on the other side, 4 games ahead of the Cavs. They still have Kyrie, they still got LeBron, they got Kevin, they got Tristan Thompson, you know, they got their usual squad. We're killing it. Obviously, we're not going to be continuing for another season after this, but let's quickly run through some potential trades. We could trade away Cat. I mean, this was something that I briefly looked at, and oh my god, Gordon Hayward only ended up taking 5 mil. Are you serious? Why did you not come to my team? Wow. Pick up Nikola Jokic. That's a pretty nice pickup, actually. But not for Cat. Oh, I can't believe that. That's so annoying. Why did he not just come to my team? He was willing to take that pay cut. My team's such more of a win now. Anyway, there's some interesting trades that we could do. I'm not sure we're going to do any of these, but I just wanted to quickly show you, quickly run through just like some of the potentials. There's nothing really that like popped out so far at me as like this would be an amazing trade to do. Typically they're all like, meh, they'd be okay, but they sort of just leave us in the same position. There was one that like really like just absolutely set us out apart and like really boosted us. That would be amazing, but yeah, I don't think we're going to find one like that. And I should be trading away this first rounder at the same time because we're not going to use it obviously in the future. Yeah, no, nothing really there. Let's check out Conley, and then we'll check out Wiggins as well. So we might be able to get something nice, but if we can't find anything too crazy, like if there's nothing that's like super crazy, then I won't really end up doing it because I don't want to just trade away for the sake of trading. But Wiggins should have some really nice trade value here, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks would offer us Gordon Hayward. And because it's a 1-year deal, 1-year rebuild, I might even do that. Nikola Jokic isn't bad as well because we could move into a small forward if we really wanted to. I'm not gonna do that unless, let's just quickly check. What happens if we move Cat to... Oh my god, Cat can play small forward. Cat can play point guard and he's still an 83. But Cat can play small forward. That is it. I'm sorry, Wiggins. You were great on my team. Oh, crap. Let's trade the first round pick. Wiggins, you were great on my team, but... I mean, I could get that, but... not when Nikola Jokic is available. Come on. There it is. Okay, so Nikola Jokic, can I do it without these guys? No, that evens out the costs. Nikola Jokic. If I get rid of that, you want Yusuf and... Okay, screw that. You can just take the original trade. Alright, perfect. So we get him onto the team as our new center, so that's nice. We'll move into a power forward and he goes up to an 89 rather than being a 87. And he can still play the small forward if we really needed him to. So let's just quickly double check. So point guard, we are way overstacked at still. And I would still love to trade away Mike Conley for something a little less intensive, but you know, I'll take it if I have to. So point guard, we're absolutely set. Shooting guard, we're pretty right, especially for the 1-2. Small forward, we are now way overpowered. And we've got too many small forwards. Power forward, we're overdone it. Power forward, we're good. And center, we're just missing out on a backup center. So let's just check out. Larry Nance could always go back to power forward, and he could go to a center. Let's just quickly run some trades though. So Conley, do you want to give me something better for Conley? I mean, someone surely has something that they would trade for Conley. Well, that's not horrible, but I just, running it through my head, there's no real reason why I should trade away with Conley. Is there any giant contracts? Pat Bev is our, well, Pat Bev is our backup. He's our reserve, so if I can get something better for Pat Bev, I may as well take it. So what if I just do Pat Bev straight up? Can I get like an 80 overall in some sort of position? Nope. Doesn't like it. What if I get a younger guy with him as well? Not Cat, not you, not you, not you. Maybe Hernan Gomez. What can I get? Anything amazing? Buddy? Nah, Buddy's not that great. Not for what I need. No. Okay, can't really get anything better. What about Yusuf then? And get Pat Bev off this. Can I get a better center? I don't think I could, to be honest, but running through real quick. No, doesn't really look like I can. So let's check out the coaching plan. So we got Chris Paul, we got Kemba, we got Cat, we got Jokic, we got Sam Whiteside. Then we got Conley, Harris, Yusuf, Larry Nance, Pat Bev. No, Pat Bev is not playing. I don't have a great backup small forward here. I don't have the CPU fix that. That's annoying. What can Pat Bev do? Oh, he can play small forward. Okay, Pat Bev might be my small forward man. I didn't realize he could do that, to be honest. What about these guys? Can either of those? No. And JaVale? No, JaVale can't. So, yeah, Pat Bev, you're my new small forward man. Hopefully I don't need a reserve, because that's not going to work. And Pat Bev's in that lineup. Yeah, perfect. Pat Bev's got to be tiny, doesn't he, though? He's 6'1" and he's playing small forward. Oh my god. That is not a good choice. That is a horrible, horrible choice. No one play Pat Bev as a small forward. No one can take a 6'1" small forward. Anyway, we're going to keep on moving. We're going to simulate through date. We're going to go to the end of the season. I'll see you guys once we're there. Hopefully our team continues to dominate. Alright guys, so here in year number 2, Russell Westbrook takes the season MVP. 31, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 1.5 steals, half a block, pretty crazy stats. Lonzo, Rookie of the Year with 14, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, very nice. Mike Conley was the 6th man, has an 88 overall, 16 points, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, 3 rebounds, pretty crazy. Anthony Davis, defensive player, 22, 11 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 2.5 blocks. Gordon Hayward, most improved? What? He must have been playing over Melo. And Kevin McHale, our coach, 66 and 16 as we go first in the conference. So, do we have anyone in any of these teams? Kevin went to the 76ers, that's crazy. Can't believe he always does that. Oh. Anyway, we get Nikola and Kat both in the All-NBA 3rd. Pretty cool. We get Chris Paul in All-Defensive 2nd. And that is it. So, we were first in the conference. Let's quickly check out where we were against everyone else. We were 17 games ahead of Rockets. And we were 9 games ahead of the Cavs. So, let's quickly run through the playoffs. So, simulate the current round. Come on. What the hell? Oh my god, how... What is... Okay, Jokic is out day to day at the moment. He'd still be playing. Hassan's out. Yusuf's out. What the hell is going on? I'm going to leave our... Okay, I'm going to leave our roster as it is, but... Clips, they have no injuries. Oh my god, how... Oh, what are they out for? Season? Oh, are you serious? Okay, let's just simulate it. Okay, we win it. Okay, thank god. Stimulate against the Golden State Warriors. 3-2, 4-2, okay. Stimulate this game by game. We win the first. Take the second. Take the third. Okay, we're in the finals. Taking on the Bucks. Let's take this on. Come on, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2. Yes, okay, we win it here in 6. Second season, guys. Chris Paul made all the difference. Cat was your finals MVP. 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. We get it done here. Let's quickly check out our player stats for the finals. Cat led the team there. Jokic with the 19 points, 10 rebounds. Kemba with 15 and 5 assists. Conley with 13 and 7 assists. Yusuf with 11 and 5 rebounds. Paul with 11 and 7 assists. Like, this team was pretty good. Even with one side out for the season, still managed to get it done here in season number 2. So we didn't end up winning it straight up in that first season, and that sucks, but we get it here in season 2, and we're not going to continue like we normally would because we didn't finish in that first season. So hope you enjoyed the longer video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next team rebuild.